I want to ask you something. If you're paying $3,000 a month in rent right now on Long Island, do you know what you have to show for it after 5 years? Nothing. Zilch. Zero. You handed someone else $180,000 and you owe nothing. Now, I'm not saying renting is always wrong, but if you've been telling yourself you're not ready to buy, this episode might change your mind. I'm Stephen Rivera, and today on the Rivera Report, renting versus buying on Long Island in 2026. The real numbers? Let's get into it. All right, let me give you the real numbers first. Not national averages, Long Island specific in 2026. The median home price in Suffolk County right now is $675,000, and homes are still going pending in about 25 days. This market is still moving. The average 30-year mortgage rate is sitting around 6.25%. That number is expected to ease through 2026. But right now, that's what we're working with. So let's do the math. If you buy a $675,000 home and put 20% down, that's about $135,000 down payment. Your monthly mortgage payment is roughly $3,300. But we're not done. Because on Long Island, property taxes are a whole conversation by themselves. Let's be real. The median property tax bill in Suffolk County is about $9,500 a year. So that's just about $790 a month on top of your mortgage. Add homeowners insurance, potentially flood insurance if you're in a coastal zone, and basic maintenance budget, you're looking at about another $400 a month minimum. Total monthly cost of owning a median price home on Long Island right now is roughly about $4,500 a month. Now let's look at renting. The average rent for a 3-bedroom home on Long Island is in 2026 is between $2,500 and $3,200 a month. That's of course depending on location. So yes, on paper, renting is cheaper right now by about $1,000, maybe $1,500 a month. That's real money, so I'm not going to pretend it's not. But here's where the story actually changes. Every single mortgage payment you make does two things. It reduces what you owe, and it increases what you own. That's what we call equity. Rent does neither. Suffolk County home values are up about 4.3% year over year right now. So on a $675,000 home, that's nearly $30,000 in appreciation in just 1 year, just from owning the asset. So over 5 years, a homeowner on Long Island can realistically build another $150,000 in net worth through a combination of principal paydown and appreciation. A renter over that same 5 years has nothing to show for it except receipts. Let's be real. And here's the thing about your mortgage payment versus your rent. Your mortgage is fixed. So if you lock in your rate today, that payment doesn't change. But rent does go up. So nationally, rents are still rising 2 to 3% this year. On Long Island, it can be even higher. That gap between renting and owning that feels so big right now, it actually shrinks every single year you own. And within 7 to 10 years, the homeowner is almost always in a better financial position than they would be renting. There's also the refinance option. So if rates drop and they're projected to ease, you can refinance your mortgage and lower your payment. You cannot refinance a lease, okay? And of course, stability. Knowing your housing payment isn't going to change year over year and that your landlord can't raise your rent or decide not to renew your lease, that peace of mind has real value, right? Just understand that, because that's a big mindset shift in knowing that your rent can be raised, but your monthly mortgage payment is going to stay fixed over 30 years, if not go down if you do that refinance. Now, listen, I want to be fair because renting is absolutely the right move in certain situations. And I'd rather give you the most honest answer than just tell you to buy because I'm a real estate agent. If you're not planning to stay on Long Island for at least 5 years, buying probably does not make financial sense. The transaction costs alone, closing costs, transfer taxes, fees take time to recover. So that investment takes time to recover. If you're moving in 2 to 3 years, rent. Okay. If you're still building your down payment, renting while you save is a smart play. A $135,000 down payment is not small by any means. If buying means you have no savings left, no emergency fund, no cushion, you're not ready. And that's totally okay. If your income isn't stable yet, a new job, a career change, a business still growing, buying locks you into a payment while renting keeps you flexible. That flexibility has real value when your situation is still changing. Okay? Renting is not a failure by any means. Okay? Renting is not throwing money away. You're paying for housing, which is a necessity, and also flexibility, which has a massive value to it. Those who are both legitimate things, right, to pay for, without a doubt. So here's the real talk. This is the part I want you to actually sit with. The question is never rent versus buy in a vacuum. Let's be real. The question is always, what is your specific situation right now? What's your timeline? Are you planning to be on Long Island for 5+ years from now? Do you have kids or are you planning to? Are you tied to a school district? What's your financial picture? Stable income, savings for a down payment and an emergency fund? Can you absorb an unexpected $10,000 repair without it being a crisis? What do you want your life to truly look like? Do you want to build something here? Do you want your roots here? Or do you want freedom to move when you actually feel like it? If you answer yes to most of those questions, buying on Long Island almost always wins over the long term. The equity, the appreciation, the stability, it compounds, it builds. 10 years from now, you'll be glad you did it. The worst thing you can do is rush into buying before you're actually ready. But the second worst thing is waiting forever for that perfect moment to buy. The perfect moment does not exist. You might make the right decision based on where you're at right now. If you want to sit down and run numbers through your exact situation, your income, your savings, your timeline, what you're looking for, that is exactly what I do. I've helped hundreds of buyers and sellers across Long Island and Queens figure out the right move at the right time. Not the move that looks good on paper, right? The move that's actually good for your life. So listen, call me, DM me, message me. Link is below in the description. Let's figure it out together. 631-213-2005, team-rivera.com. If you're watching, this is the Rivera Report. And thank you. April's going to be even deeper. It's going to be killer. Hit subscribe. You don't want to miss what's coming. Again, I'm Steve Rivera, and this is the Rivera Report. I'll see you this Saturday.